Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Mike Lowe. We are live here in Madden 24, and we are actually in week 9, so ignore the title there if you're just jumping in. But here we are nonetheless, and we're going to be continuing with some modded Madden, it's hard to say. And of course, we are in real life. The NFL draft's wrapping up today, so rounds 4, 5, 6, and 7 starting probably about a half hour or so. So definitely here to talk draft, talk SSG, which of course is a website that I own and operate, where we host various sim-style leagues. So they go a little bit deeper than stuff you'd see in like Madden or MLB The Show, but nonetheless, still really fun. Just a different way of going about it. If you're unfamiliar with tech sims, definitely check out the site there, see what's going on. But yeah, appreciate you guys checking out the stream. We are in the 2025 season. We were 5-0 at the last stream, and I haven't played Madden in 2 weeks, so fair warning, it could be a little rusty. We're playing a pretty bad Titans team, but even though they're 1-6, they made the playoffs last year, and part of the reason they made the playoffs is they have Justin Fields at quarterback. So I wanted just to kind of show you what that team's looking like here in 2025. The Madden mods did a really nice job of after the Bears picked Caleb Williams, they traded Justin Fields, and it was to the Titans. Real life, of course, he went to the Steelers. So he is here starting, and he had a really nice, I'm assuming a really nice first year at the Titans because they went to the playoffs, and I guess actually he wasn't all that great. So they won perhaps in spite of him. He's been even worse this year, so kind of a strange thing, but they definitely have some players on this team. So as we just kind of look through their roster, you can see Jeffrey Simmons is a guy. I mean, just he's impossible to run on up the middle there. So that's going to make it really difficult. They have Brandon Ayuk, they have Derrick Henry still, Patrick Queen at linebacker, and so definitely some good players. As I flip around, they still have DeAndre Hopkins, so they have a couple of receivers we need to be really careful about. And I'm also just looking to see like who their top rookie is here, so we can maybe just kind of flip through and show you a few of their rookies. So we've had 2 real life drafts now. We've had the 24 draft, which is happening in real life, and we've had the 25 draft. So Denzel Burke was a guy they got in 2025. James Pierce is a guy they got in 2025. Joe Alt they got, of course, almost in real life. A lot of people had him being mocked there, but he ended up going even earlier to the Chargers. I love Joe Alt. I think he was a really nice pick, and was my top tackle in the draft as well. So they have him going, although he's maybe not progressing as well as you'd hope. Junior Colson, who was drafted yesterday in real life, he is the linebacker for them. So again, they've had some nice players here. Nicholas Singleton is a rookie running back out of Penn State. And then just some more guys here kind of in the 60 range. I'm just seeing if there's any other standouts. Junior Tafuna out of Utah, defensive tackle there. So yeah, I always like to kind of see. I like to do it for myself too, because you kind of forget these teams start taking on a life of their own, I guess. As far as my team, just to kind of give you guys an update, Benjamin Morrison was our first round pick, I'm pretty sure. I honestly forget now. Like I said, I haven't played in a while. Yeah, he was our first round pick towards the end of the first. That's 2 years in a row, though. Our first pick ended up being a normal dev, and it goes back to the defensive tackle we got last year. This was a guy we got, Bear Alexander out of USC. He's a normal dev. We got him like middle of the rounds. Malik Neighbors, of course, was a top pick. I think he went 6th to the Giants in real life. We ended up getting him kind of late in the first round. We traded up. That was kind of the debate we had of like, what do we do with Malik Neighbors? The dude has been so freaking good. I mean, as a rookie, and he missed like a ton of games, 815 yards. He's been even better this year. He's already matched his touchdown total, and he's just been awesome for us. So we ended up getting him with a trade up. We traded back up into the first round in 2024 with all those draft picks we had. Got him at pick 23. So he fell big time in this particular universe. Nate Wiggins we got also in that first draft. He had a really nice development boost. So if you use the Madden mods, you don't use XP anymore. This all happened just kind of in the preseason. He developed after the first year. Like he was I think he was like a normal dev, maybe he was star, but he came in at like a 71, 72, and then bam, here in his second year, he's at star and is a guy who is developed into an 82 already at just at 22 years old. So he's been really nice. Had an interception his rookie year. He had 2 blocked kicks, which is kind of fun. So Yeah, but he's a starter now, so that's kind of another little story there. You're going to see Deshaun McCulloch actually playing today. We've had a lot of injuries, and he will actually be making his first NFL start. I think we got him in like the 4th round or something like that of this year's draft. He has not played much at all. He was a 5th round pick, first pick in the 5th round there. And so he will be making his NFL, not debut, but his first start. Xavier Scott's another rookie corner that we got this year in the draft. He's in the depth chart, still with hidden dev, so we'll have to kind of see what he comes up. And we got him kind of late, I want to say, or maybe he was 2nd or 3rd. Yeah, sorry, he was 2nd round pick. So we've done a lot of kind of cornerback redevelopment, much like my real life Lions, by the way, who I love both their picks. We're very, very deep at cornerback now, perhaps too deep compared to some of the other areas, or maybe they're a little thin. Going back to the Cardinals here, Le'Veon Moss is a guy that I've just loved so far. If you watch the draft stream, we talked a lot about him. Check that out on the channel. He's been, as advertised, super, super good player. Also, Devin Neal, who we got really late in the draft. We just have 2 rookie running backs here who they can be staples of this team really moving forward. Darius Morrison's a kick returner, undrafted rookie. Another undrafted rookie, I believe. So, yeah, that kind of takes care of it. Joshua Carty's probably going to get drafted today in real life, kicker out of Stanford. He's been our kicker for 2 years. He's been much better this year. He's made a huge difference. Don't want to jinx him here, but he was really rough last year. And he's certainly improved that. Just missed a kind of a long field goal. Oh, actually, we missed a short field goal. He's made everything else. So, kind of just a strange situation there. And is there anybody else worth looking at? There is, actually. So, J. Michael Studevant, who was a 2nd round. I think we had 2 2nd-round picks this year. He comes in. Yeah, he was the first pick in the 2nd round. Again, if you missed that draft episode, we talked a lot about that. Almost didn't pick him. Wasn't quite sure what to do. But he has come in as a superstar. So, like, wow, this has worked out really awesome. The fact that we have him underneath Malik Neighbors. I mean, we have 2 just really, really studly receivers there. So, super excited about that. But yeah, guys, thanks for checking out the stream. I do want to get into some gameplay again. Really just here just talking stuff, whether it's Madden, whether it's Madden 25 or whatever they're going to call it. NCAA football is a few months away from coming out. Of course, the real NFL draft, MLB The Show, I'll be streaming later today. So thanks for checking out all of that content and more. And another plug there just for the Sim Sports Gaming website that I actually updated here in the last weeks just to kind of give that a kind of a refreshed look. But we're still recruiting for some leagues there. Going to be actually starting fantasy leagues there as well later this year, so that should be really fun, starting with a fantasy football league in the fall. So just be a fun place to kind of gather and talk about the teams. So injuries, our starting right tackle is out. Of course, we signed him in the first offseason. Other than that, it's kind of business as usual. We did have Ernest Jones, who went down with a practice injury, which is why that rookie is going to be starting at linebacker. We moved Isaiah Simmons back to middle linebacker for this game. So we have some injuries, but no excuses. We got to go in and play better. We've played pretty well. We were 5-0. We've lost 2 games in a row. You can see we have the 18th ranked offense. That's kind of slipped a little bit. We did have our bye week, so that of course plays into it. Defensive yards, though, 4th. I know a lot of people with the Madden mods, 9th, by the way, in points scored, and 24th in points allowed. But I know a lot of people have struggled playing defense, and we've done okay. Kyler Murray is the 7th ranked passer. He's had a nice year so far. And really this quarterback play has been a lot better. But again, it's just really kind of staying within ourselves a little bit. I think the Titans are going to blitz a lot according to kind of the game recap there, or the practice recap. So let's jump into it. Again, we got to stop Fields in a number of ways. He has not played well this year, but he's still a good player. We got to stay away from Jeffrey Simmons as much as we can. They have 2 really, really good receivers in Hopkins and Ayuk, and they have a pretty good offensive line. I mean, they're a better team than 1-6 or whatever their record was. It's kind of wild. So we're gonna jump in. Of course, we're on the road, so that always makes it a little tough. But yeah, let me know. Let me know you're liking the real life draft. I like the Lions pick so far. I mean, I wish they had more than 2 picks, but can't complain trading up for Terrion Arnold. I was absolutely ecstatic with that pick. I didn't even think he'd be an option for them. So super pumped. Rackstraw is a guy that, I mean, it would have made sense if they picked him at 29 had the cornerbacks been drafted in a different order than they were. Or I should say earlier than they were. But yeah, super pumped. I really like the Giants draft in real life. I think they've had a nice draft.
Cardinals taking on the Tennessee Titans.
Woody, I'll do a stat rundown at the end. I just saw your message there. Yeah, remind me.
Charles, we take a look at this Titan ball club entering play.
Yeah, definitely can do that.
Three straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess. They could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a
Fields,
fast,
of course.
clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
Well, let's see. There's not a lot I need to change here. We are going to have our top corner stick with Ayuk as much as he can. There's Joshua Carty. Again, he'll be drafted today. Wouldn't mind if the Lions grabbed him. Lions have had a bit of a rotating door at kicker, and they won both their playoff games by like 1 point or 3 points. I mean, they had some tight games down the end, and kicking mattered. So it's like, how long do you want to roll those dice? You want to keep rolling the dice with these kind of revolving door kickers? I don't know. Not that a rookie kicker solves everything, but still. Cornerback by overall. We're going to play our zone match. We're going to let the coach pretty much do his thing here. Play a lot of cover 3 with this team, which is why I love Terry and Arnold, by the way.
Springs a receiver or 2 free.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
So Derrick Henry is hurt for them. He's, of course, still on the Titans, but they will be starting Elijah Mitchell at running back.
Look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field. We're going to
stick with the cover 3.
Preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team,
we will not be bumping anybody. The receivers are very good. That's a good run. Here's Nicholas Singleton, the rookie. Nice run for him. And McCulloch gets his first tackle as a starter. Let's bring a blitz here.
The offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot.
All right, there's the Justin Fields we remember. Really curious. I texted a buddy of mine who's from Chicago. I'm waiting for his reply, but big Bears fan. I was just like, what do you think, man? You know, what do you think of the Bears? Of course, you know, Caleb Williams is really exciting, but I don't know. Like, is it gonna be? I know it's easy and maybe even like a lazy. Oh damn! How did I not pick that off? Almost like a lazy take to be like, oh, he's another Justin Fields. Like, they're not the same player, obviously, but like seeing some of the highlights, he plays a lot like him. Takes a lot of time to throw, not afraid to run.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Man, they're just running. Yeah, I mean, Woody, assuming you're talking about the Lions, like the biggest thing I wanted, I mean, of course, when Terry and Arnold was there, I was like, oh my God, please pick this guy. I didn't think they would because he's more of like a cover 3 corner, and the Lions don't really play that. But I wanted O-line more than anything. Like, I just wide open, step out of bounds. But I wanted O-line depth. I mean, the Lions are like one offseason away from losing all 3 of their interior linemen. Ziegler is, you know, kind of like a one-and-done filler, which is fine. Ragnow almost retired this year and very well could retire after next year. Who's the other guard? Graham Glasgow's, you know, 33 or whatever. Like, I was really hoping, and you're an injury away from all this being derailed. Like, I know people talk like, oh, what happens if Jared Goff gets hurt? Like, I don't know. I'd be curious to see Hendon Hooker. I think the Lions' biggest Achilles heel is if they get linemen that are hurt. I mean, like, if they get 2 lineman injuries, who are they going to put in? Like, Cody Sorsdal? Dan Skipper? Like, are you kidding me? Like, that's not good. All right, they're definitely going to be running here. We're going to bring a run blitz.
But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ooh, totally bit on it. No, as expected. They're playing a lot better than they've shown. Switch up to some man here as we get closer.
action. Fields.
Yes.
And this is gonna be
Yes, yes, yes.
And the Cardinals
Do a little dance for that.
here as the ball will come out to
It's
the
kind of a
20.
third string, or just a backup safety that we use a lot in nickel formations.
An interception on their initial
Love it.
drive of the ball game.
Now we
Thanks,
know
Justin
our
Fields.
offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one because
Yeah, Lions have a
you
great
can't totally
offensive
shy
line,
away from
and
it.
most teams in the NFL, to be fair, it's not like it's hard to find good
Looking at it and
depth.
going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
But like,
One of the top
dang man, we're
defenses in
through
the
3
NFL
rounds
for
and we
a
haven't
reason.
added
We
any
just saw
any
one
O-line,
example right
and I'm okay
there.
with it. Rackstraw
Cardinals, and it is
was a best player available pick. I'm fine with it. In the immediate, it creates a little bit of like, oh man, what are we gonna do? We have some other places, but you gotta pick best player available. Like next year, it's not gonna matter because they can do so many different things now with the cornerback room. Like they probably even regret trading for King at this point. I think King's gonna be great this year, but they probably won't extend him now. So they gave up a third rounder for that. Oh, a big run blitz. He's getting a lot of carries, almost too many carries. Missed one game due to injury.
69 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Right back to
Man.
Moss. And he is met at the
Nothing
line of
going.
scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, as a Lions fan, I'm hoping that Caleb Williams isn't anything special, of course.
Against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to
Studevant
the coach,
might be
he'll
open
give a
here.
nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit
There's just nothing.
And the Titan
Man,
defense steps in.
that's a terrible 3 and out. Let's see here. They stayed in a cover 2. Studevant's window was way too tight. I mean, I could have gone underneath here, but I tried to run. Like, I saw that lane there on the left, and I tried to hit it, but yeah, they had pretty good coverage. I mean, 17, I had a little window there, but I mean, yeah, it didn't really clear in enough time.
Combined for their team's
All right, well.
first sack of the game. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football.
Yeah, I mean, the Lions demonstrated last year that you can't really have too much depth at cornerback. I mean, it definitely cost them.
So it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
And they were able to get quite a bit out of guys like Jerry Jacobs and Vildor. I mean, guys who are just kind of dudes off the street. And I don't think that's an insult at all. I mean, that's just the truth. Like, undrafted dudes.
job by them defensively.
On second down.
Oh
now,
man, come on, it's a hole.
Singleton. And a pretty quick burst
We're getting pushed around by these guys.
across midfield and down
Come on, they're 1-6. Let's go.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front and the way he pressed the hole.
All
Absolutely
right, I have to kind of work as a QB spy here a little bit.
Now a first down throw. Fields.
Wide open.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in.
Yeah, Lions don't
Second
pick
down.
in the 3rd round. They won't pick in the 4th unless they make a trade.
Didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that
We'll
that
see.
one's
Brad
going
Holmes has
to be
been knocking out
completed.
his
Every
late
receiver
picks,
was
though.
locked
Like,
up.
holy cow.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
So just a man again. The one time we, oh man, we got an interception on it.
Him on each and every play.
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something.
Man, they're just
but
moving the
they were
ball.
doing something else. But bottom line,
Yeah, I've watched pretty much every Tiger game, Woody.
to know where he is and cover him
I feel really bad for Torkelson. It's just bizarre, man. He's had a couple close calls with getting his first home run, but like the dude hit 30 home runs last year. It's super bizarre.
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
But their pitching's been lights out. It's kept them in it. I mean, they're what, 14 and I guess 14 and 12 now. They lost yesterday, pretty ugly, 9th inning. But yeah, I love watching my Tigers. So I got QB spy here.
Samuel gonna go in motion right. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been
We're gonna go pass. Predict here. Try to give ourselves a little boost. Go.
And that one's gonna come up a little short.
Kenny Moore out there.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver.
We're gonna bring a blitz.
They just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Yeah, I'll play cornerback here, sure.
And certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Pick it. Oh.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays to
Yeah, Riley Green's been great. I mean, he's been like a top 5 player in baseball right now, like according to WAR. I think he's an over-exaggerator with his defense. It's kind of funny. Like, I think he dives at some balls where I'm like, you didn't need to do that. Like, he just loves to get everybody amped up with his outfield play. Yeah, so it's kind of funny. I mean, I'll take it, whatever, just catch the ball. But I'm like, what are you doing? You didn't need to dive for that. It's like he's like manipulating his own defensive metrics. It's kind of funny.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've got to probe.
Yeah, you never know, man. Tigers could get hot. I mean,
First 3 points up on the board.
I hate not having like an actual third baseman. Like, I still wish they would have tried Torkelson. I mean, I don't know. I'm also a big believer in like you need to have a good defensive third baseman, and Torkelson wouldn't be that. So I get it. They did try.
Be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees
I don't
you
want to
at
run.
least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak.
So I love to run up the middle,
So they've got to make sure they
but
continue
like
to keep
it's just not a great plan. I do need to check to see what number that defensive tackle is for them. I forget. So we need to make sure we're double teaming, running away. So 98. That's what I thought. Okay, yeah. So like that's definitely part of the game plan here. I'm gonna call this wide zone, but we might audible out of it. See how it looks here.
You have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run.
Yeah, we can go a short pass here.
Shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's Murray.
Ooh, wow. Made a nice play on that.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies.
All right, we'll look to the left side here. Looks like they're in a cover 6. Studevant, or it could be underneath to X or R. Might have a few people open here.
Murray now to throw.
Oh, wow, we got lucky. That was not where I was trying to throw that. I was trying to go deep on that. I mean, there was a few guys open. That was an interesting play. Good job, Studevant, superstar. I mean, geez, the route I was looking so much to the left because everyone is flowing to the left, but on the right, it's really the guy who's wide open. I mean, just wide open right there. I forget his name. The super fast receiver I signed. So he got hit as he threw. I was trying to go deep because I thought Studevant, it was kind of that single coverage deep, and I was just going to throw it up to him. So great adjustment. I don't know if like the difficult, or whatever they call it, the difficult catch rating or spectacular catch rating came into play there. That was sick. I thought I'd be going underneath, but then that nickel cornerback went with the running back here, so it wasn't really open. But man, our line, we have some injuries on the line. You can feel it. Let's call play action pass, see what pops here.
When you talk about big moments in this game, but plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now Murray off play action.
Wrong guy, but that'll work.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Man-to-man coverage.
And he is down at the
Probably could have gone to the
48.
deeper receiver on that side.
It started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
Call a screen. Might audible out.
48-yard line. Here's the second down and 6.
We're gonna audible out. We're gonna make him the mic, and we are gonna double team here.
They'll go up the middle here with Moss.
Come on, Moss,
And he is
get
gonna
that.
get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 43-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Yeah, I'd be thrilled with Matt Chapman.
Cardinal football here to start quarter
Pitching's been
number
really
2,
good.
as they've got it with a third down.
He's done a great job with all that. I'm gonna call this chip corner strike, and so they're blitzing. We can slant him in. It's either gonna be square or triangle. X, you can just stay in a block, buddy. Okay or not.
Snap comes to Murray and 1. He's gonna
That'll work.
get that to his running
Nearly
back
not what I
at
wanted, but
They only get 2
good job,
there,
Moss.
but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
let's try the jailbreak screen here. They might be blitzing again. Either way, this could work.
To throw is Murray.
Oh, dude, somebody block him. That would have been wide open.
Went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. They'll run out of the gun with Moss, and he's dropped right at the 40.
Probably in 4-down territory here, so it's not impossible to call a run. Let's see if we can get Malik Neighbors on a safety here. Ooh, they potentially are blitzing.
For 2 on 3rd down conversions.
Malik
on
Neighbors
this
would be
drive.
wide
This
open.
one's tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw.
Ah,
And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the error pass.
I'm gonna come out. 57, it's crazy. If we have the wind, I'll kick it. Otherwise, I'll just take a penalty. Oh yeah, we got a big wind. We can try it. I think he got it. Come on, wind. Come on. Yes.
And this is gone from 57 yards out. That is bombs away right there. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance.
And notice
So
the
not a surprise,
one of the mods kick arc,
but there still is
and all that
something
stuff's hidden.
exciting about it, carrying it over from practice
Definitely
and
makes it a
pregame
lot more
to actually
challenging than you'd
doing it
think.
in live
Which
action.
is why I made 50% of my
Field goals
kicks
so
last year.
far, 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk
Offense
of
is
the
stale.
drive. Tennessee offense.
I knew I'd be rusty though coming into this game. I haven't played Madden in like 2
Last
weeks.
time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative.
Hey, there's the rookie.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
To throw is Fields.
Ooh, that's a legal man downfield.
Not get the connection.
69 was like running routes.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And it's complete to Mitchell. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Uh-oh.
Here's a play fake.
Yeah.
As they set up to throw.
Try to get rid of that. I thought they might have been blitzing, but with the tight formation, I couldn't tell.
Set him back
Oops.
nearly 10 yards here on
Not gonna
1st
call
down
that.
with the sack. They fake the handoff. Now
Oh my gosh, guys.
got him again. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins.
It's not a good throw. Yeah, I had him too.
Incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground.
Jeez,
Brings up
that's
4th
bad.
down.
Two things you can
Playing
do
down
in
with
this
these guys,
situation.
big
One,
time.
punt the football and try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Oops.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it will
Playing
be
down.
1st and 10 as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll fake the handoff.
Pick it.
Now Fields.
Oh, come on.
And this one nearly picked off. Kinda
Dude, Fields
surprising
having
to
a
see
rough
defender
day.
of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Fields now to throw. That ball
So
caught
good.
Brandon Ayuk. He's going to get this
He
all the
is
way
good.
down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Fields, that's taken in by Okonkwo. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge, maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Singleton. And he ran right through.
Yeah, they got some momentum for sure.
Fights forward for a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down,
got
here's
trapped.
Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Out to the flat, that's complete to his
So you can
right.
see kind of the gameplay
And the stop will come
modifications. Like Fields is throwing underneath a lot. Just kind of taking what they give him. We're gonna do a run predict here to the right. Hope we get it right. Uh-oh.
Fields.
That's not good. Yeah.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Titans have taken the lead. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
An extra point by Slot is up and good, and the lead is now 10-3.
I like that pick by the Panthers.
Joey Slye now to kick off
Jatavian
after the
Sanders, really good tight
touchdown.
end. It's a good pick. That's the first pick in the 4th round in real life there. You're wondering?
Here comes a return.
Uh-oh, that's a touch. Oh, I was looking too far up. Easily had a touchdown on that.
Here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Oh, guys, come on. Laying down to these guys big time. We gotta get some momentum.
For them, 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones.
Just getting no blocks. Our line's playing terrible today.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is
We're gonna call another screen here.
Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Murray.
Block.
This will be caught by his big wide
Get that
receiver.
first down. Crying out loud.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Morris. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6. The Cardinals sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they've been playing well, really well. I mean, winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
It's getting no time at all.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Murray. Here's a diving catch right side. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Third down, here's a run by Morris. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing on first down is Murray. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. To throw, it's Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Might have cover 2 here. Watkins could be open. I gotta zoom out to see it though.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw.
Picked off.
That would almost
Took way too long to develop. I stared it down.
Not a good throw.
It was cover 2. It just didn't pop like I thought.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. First down now, but the clock continues to
See if
move.
we get man-to-man coverage here on either Studevant or Moss.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete.
Right.
Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him
Coach
before
loves
the
this
ball
flood drive
arrived,
play.
and I've got to
Okay,
tell
they're
you,
definitely blitzing.
You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach.
Let's reset
When
that.
you're going to get it,
Might just
sometimes
go.
you
It's either gonna be
panic as
square
well.
R
Think
if they
I've got to be
blitz,
there right now.
which I
Instead,
definitely think
in
they
this
are.
case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's a terrible throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of
And the defensive tackle intercepted it. So that was a zone blitz. They tricked me. Good play call. That was just stupid. So both quarterbacks have thrown an interception here in the red zone. They only brought 5. Yeah, that zone blitz just... And R was covered. They had really good coverage on that play. That was just a stupid play. I mean, why am I throwing this? The most covered guy Studevant was wide open too. If I had all the time in the world. Oh well.
Probably not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side. Now Fields. As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Hopkins with a quick feed. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield.
Denver takes Troy Franklin. I can't believe he lasted so long. They traded up there.
Threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Got a man, that's Ayuk. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Fields throwing again. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
That could be the stop.
Are they really going to punt here?
To get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And now the punter Tress Way as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. And out
Terrible
of bounds
half.
across the 15-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles, where you see the final
Bo Nix
score
with the
there.
Falcons there.
Tyler
I think Bo Nix can be good. I think he
2
could be the best
touchdown
quarterback
runs to lead the way.
taken this year.
From
I'm
there,
not saying he
we'll
will.
take the
He's in my kind
long
of
plane
short
ride
list of
back
2.
to Florida to check on the Dolphins
Him and Jaden Daniels.
at home in Miami, and they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. The Dolphins looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Browns trying to hold on and claim victory. We got an excellent first half from the dynamic quarterback, Justin Fields. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Playing terrible, guys.
And this will not
Doesn't
be
help that I'm
returned, so
trying to
the
watch the
second
draft on
half
my phone, too.
begins with a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense
All right.
now as they get set
What's
to start
Watkins?
this third
Let's see if we can get you popping here.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On second down, here's a run with Mullins.
They cannot get anything going. I mean, we're just wasting downs running at this point. It's rough.
Murray going to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete.
Oh, we had a shot at that. So they did blitz. Our line, or they didn't blitz, I guess. I mean, I had the running back underneath. I don't know if he was going to get 10 yards. But Neighbors one-on-one, I mean, I got no problem throwing that up. Just wasn't a good throw. So tempted to fake this, but I'm just gonna rely on our defense.
Instead of trying to get it all back in one shot,
Yeah,
defense
just
certainly
ugly.
appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Fielded just inside the 30. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return.
We gotta
and
get
that will
going
come
here,
the
guys.
offense
This
as
is
they
ridiculous.
take over. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to
Try to
take
open up a
over.
little bit more. We're gonna do the
And
verts.
Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a
Yeah,
hurry.
blitz.
Yeah, I like the way
Right.
you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Going deep here for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown.
There we go.
Cardinals. Quez Watkins, 62 yards. And the Cards are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion.
See if that wakes us up a
meaning
little bit.
Lots of space between you and him. If
They're
he
just
wants
tough to
catch
play
a
against. I
short
mean, I just
stuff,
can't get anything
come up and
run.
secure the
Can't get any
tackle,
runs up the middle.
Hit him a bunch during the game and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
Bye-bye.
he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
Point after, right down the middle.
All right, got a little momentum. Let's go
Even
deep.
at 10 apiece.
That was the first play I stood up for, by the way. I was sitting on the couch before that. Sometimes you just got to stand up and get focused.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. That is incomplete.
He's
Had the
been really
right idea
inaccurate.
there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to
Bring a
get it
little
out to
run
his
blitz here.
receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd and 10. Fields again.
Yes. Oh my God.
Hopkins, and it's
That's my second user interception. That was crazy because I didn't even hit the triangle button, and I actually got burned on that play.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this
That was
guy's
wild.
been all over the field so
So
far.
again, you're seeing the Madden
Second
modding
interception of the
community
game, and so
shining
much
on a play like
defense
this.
in the
That was
NFL, especially when
that was
it's
just
defensive
terribly
pass.
inaccurate. He
It's
threw
all
it
about
right to me.
positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Is that? I think that was Ford again, wasn't it? That's 2 picks for him. Let's look at that replay. That was a wild play. We definitely got some momentum. So I'm controlling this player, and I have kind of like all the graphics and stuff hidden, so you don't really see my halo. So I'm actually one-on-one, and I was a little bit fearful. So I'm one-on-one with DeAndre Hopkins in man coverage, and so I was expecting him to kind of run like that streak, like kind of the attack cover 2 streak up the middle. So I start cheating that way, and I mean, look how bad he owns me on this play. So I'm like, oh yeah, this is terrible. He's wide open, and Justin Fields throws it right to me, and he just catches it. I did not even hit and you can see I hit the triangle button there, like way delayed. So yeah, that was pretty sweet.
Coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive
here.
was the case.
We are close.
Play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
It's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Easy.
Touchdown, Cardinals. From 10 yards out. And the Cardinals have scored again in this third quarter. This time to move out in front. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said? It's not always.
Oh, see, since I've stood up, and I literally mean standing up, like I stood up off my couch.
And playing better, tuning it up.
We have a 62-yard touchdown, a user interception, and a touchdown to Malik Neighbors.
And you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud.
You did.
My bad.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
Justin Fields has been playing terrible, so that's good.
And off we go. Washington now brings this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the
Contain
game
that.
have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it,
contain
and how
here.
you continue to lead.
You can see him wanting to try to start opening up with his feet. We don't want that to happen.
Down, here's Fields. They'll find Ayuk open right side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly are letting up today, partner.
Starting to play now.
Big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Murray and the Cardinals.
Gotta make sure they're not blitzing here.
At their own 23.
They might be. Yeah, I don't like this.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Definitely blitzing again. See if we can hit Quez Watkins. Or Moss if we need to bail.
Murray now. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss.
All that for 1 yard.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain.
Malik Neighbors should be open
Now
here.
Murray
No, it's man-to-man though.
down.
Still be open.
Oh, he's got a man wide open.
So let's cover 2-man, I think. They disguised it pretty well. Oh no, let's cover 2 zone. Yeah, that cornerback stuck with him. I thought it was cover 2 zone. And
Those
it's
are
just
the kinds
bizarre
of
how
plays
he's
right there that show you
just
why
went
he's
man
the
with
number
him,
3 man
basically.
in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Good job, Moss.
Quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain
Kyler
of
Murray didn't
7.
die on that play, so I'm
That
happy
play
about
wasn't
that.
quite as big as the play that preceded
Let's
it,
bring in
but
the
still,
fullback
gotta like the way they're moving the football.
and the
part.
backup running back here.
Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Get it.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
No reason to get cute here.
The strategic football,
Double team.
situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was, and making sure
1
they
yard.
can get there.
That's it. That's what we need.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. This offense -- #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't
Right
it?
side should be
Because
open,
they keep
especially if
picking
they're in
up
zone.
first downs, sustaining
If not, neighbors and
drives.
man will be open.
That means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
There's Studevant.
Is caught right at the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy.
This isn't even the play I
ball,
picked.
and they keep making the connection.
It's bizarre. Going off coverage here. Yeah.
Now with
Gotta
just
take a
1
timeout.
second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if
wanna
that
call like
comes
a
back to
screen
haunt
pass
him.
here.
We'll be back.
Yeah, like this jailbreak screen would be good.
Plenty of shouts from
Tennessee
this crowd
challenges
as they
what?
watch the replay. They want to challenge.
Oh, the previous
Madden to
catch?
get one.
I thought it was pretty good. Let's see.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And
Oh, yeah,
I
he's
gotta
in
say,
bounds. Get
watching
outta
it in
here.
real time, it was
He's got
awfully
3
close.
feet in bounds.
Yeah,
Get
it
out of here.
certainly looked like
He's a
heck of
superstar.
catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even
Yeah,
with the
get outta
benefit
here,
of
Titans.
replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
Cover 2 zone again, it looks like.
Murray now on first down.
Dang it.
Quickly here, and that's
Had a touchdown if I got around that.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're
Man-to-man
able to keep the quick
coverage.
pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun.
Yeah.
And a short
It's okay.
pickup there down to about the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This defense against the
Yeah,
run,
spread
by the
'em
way,
out.
not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? Well,
They
if you're a
blitz.
pretty good
Watch
running team,
Studevant.
If so, you might want to go ahead and run
McBride
it
is kind
anyway,
of a
'cause that's
bailout.
your strength.
Here's Murray.
Yeah, that's good coverage.
Goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm surprised that didn't pop open, especially against Burke. That's a really good matchup.
Defense.
Felt a little pressure. Line did a pretty good job. They're playing a lot better this half. Yeah, and like he was covered when I threw it, but there was just a lot of space, and I thought he'd be able to. I mean, that's just a really nice play. That's a perfect throw. Yeah, I just didn't get the separation there. I didn't really have a lot of space to try and run either. That's okay.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but
Check
I
the
think
draft
the way
here,
their
check the
defense is
chat. What's up,
playing, you
guys?
feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But
Hey
it's a
Trevor,
stage.
I can go over the mods.
Good.
I'll kind of talk about them
Just
here on the
get
next
into
drive.
that lead.
The hip drop tackle rule. Sorry, I'm getting caught up. I saw there were some chats that came in. I'll get back to those questions, guys. Just taking a quick pause here to check out the what's going on with the draft. All right. Yeah, the hip drop tackle rule. I mean, whatever. I'm okay for making the game safer. It does, you know, there's always that fine line of just like, all right, like when are we gonna play flag football? Like I know that's kind of like the tongue-in-cheek joke, but like, but I can also say I wouldn't really care if they played flag football. It wouldn't really bother me all that much. Like, the league is such a passing league, and like, I don't know. Obviously, you know, you don't want to take running out of football and things like that, but I don't know. I mean, it's I'm not an expert on it, so I guess I just trust the experts who have looked into that and said like, yeah, a lot of injuries have come from this kind of tackle. I mean, it's kind of like what they did a number of years ago with, you know, concussion protocol stuff, and I think players will adjust. I mean, it's going to be a little weird this first year, but
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling
ooh,
this
almost had
offense,
a
they
flag.
don't want to see the punter again.
Come on, guys. The mods we're playing with, yeah, it looks really good, man. So like we have there's different broadcast ones. So because I'm an NFC team, I use the Fox broadcast. You can see there's a little bug in the corner and the replays and stuff. And I use a clean screen, which you're seeing. It takes away just all of like the stupid visuals of like goals and all that garbage. And I mean, they have some that you can hide the play art entirely. Like you can't even look at play art before the play, and I haven't done that yet. I'm not brave enough for that. There's a tattoo mod that I'm looking. I don't know if it's working on this sim. Sometimes there was a Madden patch recently, and so sometimes the mods take a little bit of time to kind of catch up. Because I'm not seeing. Oh yeah, I guess I see some players with tattoos. So. Nice play, Justin Fields. I mean, part of it just the way they handle the offseason. Progression's totally different. There's no more XP, so it kind of goes back to like the old Madden, which I just love. So I'm man-to-man, but I kind of have to play a spy, especially if that running back stays in here. Momentum meter is hidden. It still exists. Nice play. Oh, almost. That's a really nice defensive play. Bring another blitz.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle
Hopkins is hurt. That'll help.
range, punt, go for it, but as you said, they picked it up.
You won't see it. You see it here, but you won't see guys running off the field on every injury. They've actually opened up which are under the hood. They're still there. These other injury animations, like guys sitting on the bench, like getting their leg worked on. You'll see them running off if it's like a serious injury. So like that kind of tells me that could be a serious injury.
They run the counter. Singleton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up
3rd and 15. I'll go cover 6 and just try to confuse him a little bit. Oh, what other mods are you seeing here? Clean screen I talked about, tattoo mod. I mean, obviously the gameplay mod, the Start Today mods. Like I started this in the off season of 2024, so it had like, you know, the Lions in the NFC Championship game. It had Kansas City winning the Super Bowl, like the whole deal. So I mean that was sick. All right, so I need to try and be a spy if I can, and I can because he's not going out for a pass. I should have dropped deeper. Let's see. I'm really excited to see a Start Today like post draft. I think that could be really cool. Like you could literally, like, I don't know if I'm gonna buy Madden 25. I mean, I'd rather just use like a modded version of this until they get caught up with the new Madden. I mean, there's tools like there's so many tools you won't see here in the game. Like there's a tool that will adjust player positions for the CPU. So like if they have 2 left outside linebackers that are awesome, but one of them weighs 270 and they're a 4-3 team, it'll move him to a defensive end as it should. So like, there's just a lot of mods like that. You won't have players that get locked into the what's it called, like the injured reserve list or whatever the hell the NFL calls it now. It'll take guys and put them back on the roster as they should. Like when they're done being injured, they won't get stuck. I mean, just smart trading. Again, I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, the Bears traded Justin Fields after they picked Caleb Williams first overall. And they traded him to the Titans here. The Titans made the playoffs in 2024 for me, and that's a free play. So again, you're going to see. I haven't done it a lot because I'm rusty today and I haven't been trying to draw them off, but you will draw them off and get free plays. You're going to see a lot more penalties, even though this game's been kind of mild.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why
We're going to run right.
Teams hiring that one coach to the staff.
Just hope and pray they don't pass.
These things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out.
Come on, guys. Why are we letting these guys hang around? You'll see, I mean, the playbooks look different. You're probably seeing different plays we've never seen before. Much more intelligent play calling. I mean, it just goes on and on.
So, partner, was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Now Joey Slye for the point after.
Getting caught up here on the real draft.
So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
All right.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line.
Nice return.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Ooh, I love this mesh flat play, especially against a team that blitzes a lot. It's a great play. They're playing a lot of cover 2, it looks like here. So R or O could be open here. As they blitz, we'll look underneath.
Murray now to throw.
Ugh, nothing. Too many sacks. Too many sacks. So yeah, that was not cover 2. They masked it. It was cover 4, show cover 2. And I worked. It threw me off a little bit because I had underneath routes. I don't know why I just was not looking at them. I mean, look how wide open McBride is. That is just not good play. I was just staring down R, thinking like, wait a minute, he should be open. Yeah, that's my bad. Can't have that.
Multiple defenders there to get him. This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen.
Yeah,
but
that's
somehow
not good.
they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them
actually
taking
gonna run.
the lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's
Let's go
winding
deep.
down. They
Run
don't
him
wanna
deep.
waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And sacked again. 6 sacks. And they're blitzing again.
They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh my gosh, had him wide open. They're destroying our line today. Can't run the ball. Been sacked 6 times.
Has been a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and
Letting a bad team hang around at home.
really
Not good.
increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
47 yards.
Green Bay picks up TJ Tampa. It's a nice pick.
Take over 1st and 10.
It's probably their best pick. I have not liked Green Bay's draft a whole lot, but that's a good pick.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, Oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Obviously, people have done a lot of work with jerseys too. I was just checking in the Madden. I can never say it. The Madden modding Discord about the new Lions jerseys. So I believe those are floating around somewhere. I just gotta find them.
Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Come on, guys. Why are we letting this team hang around?
Now a handoff up the middle. Singleton.
Totally whiffed on that.
Take this ahead for about 4.
There's Byron Murphy the second. He was our first round pick. We picked him 4th overall in 2024. He came out normal dev, but he's okay. It's like an 82 right now. He's doing all right. Still normal dev, but good starter. Probably not what I was looking for with the 4th overall pick, but trading up for Neighbors at 23 made all the difference in that draft.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there.
We're gonna do our first bump and run all day today. Yes.
Singleton, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain there.
All right, they're kicking into the wind here, I believe. This is not an easy kick. Come on, wind. You're kidding me.
He got every bit of that one as it's good for 56 yards out. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. We've seen some big kicks in
Oh, why did I think Green Bay picked
and that one might just rank right up there.
TJ Tampa? That's weird. I feel like they PFF had an error on their little thing because they didn't pick him. Can't believe he's still there. Go ahead and take it out.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Now we're going to get a
Step back
stoppage
stretch. Try to run it outside here. We haven't done much of that at all.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Neal.
Go.
And he's able to take
The other
this
rookie
one up to
running
the
back there. It's a
35
nice run.
7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Moss. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a throw left sideline.
Makes Malik Neighbors is just such a beast. That's such a beast. Catch and run.
Good work after
Quiet game for him today, but
23 and a first.
just filthy.
A tie game in the fourth quarter. You and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And
Might have man-to-man here. Be a good matchup.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
Yeah, should not have thrown that.
As he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Was man-to-man. I stared my guy down. Probably wasn't going to be a good, yeah, just do Devon. I mean, jeez, our just line. Backup right guard playing. I mean, he's just so bad.
That throw, partner. The defense had other ideas. They're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches
We have the
end
win.
zone.
I'm just going to QB sneak this on a route here. Double team him. just in case I need something.
On second down, here's
Okay, I had absolutely no time to even do a sneak. Back up right tackle, back up right guard. We're out of field goal position now. Well, just about. We need to get something here. There's a 2-minute warning. Gosh, dang.
getting down to the good stuff. All tied
That's
with
so
2
bad.
minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get your reset.
We're gonna call screen.
And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on fourth. It would be 58 yards from here.
Oh, didn't mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. I was trying to call an audible. That was super weird. So I was trying to have X just run straight up, and that wouldn't have worked. But that was super weird, and then he just wouldn't throw it. So that's now 8 sacks. Completely out of field goal range, even though they won. That was kicking still. What a disaster.
They'll boot it away from about his 35.
What a disaster.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
It's just
Here
embarrassing.
comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it?
Both
for
teams have one
coaches to
timeout.
know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance. Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. Now Fields.
Do that. Are you? Oh, I was going to say. I thought he caught that. Whew.
Well, the defense certainly did it.
Well, we're getting the ball back somehow.
And now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
This is just gross.
Now on 4th
What a gross
down,
game.
It's the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 23.
We have the win.
7-yard
We need a couple
punt,
completions or a big run or something.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Goodness.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to
That's
get?
not the right throw.
And he's already relayed that to his quarterback.
Kyler Murray's hurt.
They know what the goal is.
wow.
Now the key.
Did I have the receiver on the right open? He had a safety on him, Stu Devant. I mean, my God, our line. We have a tight end trying to block their end. Like, now our quarterback just got killed. All right.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Throwing, Tannehill. He'll swing this out to Moss. And
That's a
he
big
will
play.
get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock, and they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well.
That turned into a very well orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in,
I mean,
he
we're just
found
going to go with
plenty of
Tannehill.
space to
We're almost in
roll
field goal.
and
I think we
picked
are in
up
field
big
goal range now,
yardage.
right?
Just the one
maybe not.
timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Moss.
Terrible. Terrible play call.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Taking way too much time.
Tannehill.
Gotta catch that, dude.
Throw, but incomplete.
Gotta catch that.
with Neal. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They'll run on first down with Moss. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Take a timeout here. Ice our own kicker.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT.
Get it.
And his kick is good. He knocks through.
It's an ugly win. We got sacked 8 times. That's just beyond annoying.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in?
All right, so Woody, I know you wanted to look at some stats. We can look. We'll start with this game. Just glad we got the win, and we only had 284 yards of offense. That's just, we had a really nice third quarter.
Next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee,
ran the ball well, but a couple more there's chunk plays or Kyler Murray running the ball.
And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.
Fields had a really bad interception in the second one. We had a really bad interception.
You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Our defense really played pretty well today, overall. You didn't see any penalties today, which is weird. The mods have done a really nice job beefing up penalties. It's still Madden. It's still not going to be as realistic. Kyler Murray outside of the sacks, I mean, he did okay. Tannehill had a key completion. Just glad Murray's not hurt. That would have really been tough. Let's look at rushing. Yeah, they were committed to it. As were we, just didn't really get it done. Devin Neal had tried to play the game for us, that outside run. I should have been doing more of that. Receiving, Studevant quietly. 7 catches, 72 yards. Nice game for him. Neighbor's a quiet game, but still at a touchdown. I look that this is a quiet game for him. 57 yards and a score, averaging 19 yards per catch. Watkins had a huge play, 62-yard touchdown. Didn't really get McBride involved. We have some injuries to 2 other tight ends, so wasn't a lot of depth there. Our blocking was just disgusting. Rusty Stats, who's like a 7th-round pick starting at tackle, just owned. Our center, who is a starting center and is good, got owned. Backup guard, who's starting, that's disgusting. And there's 3 more sacks that you don't even see on this here. We had 1 sack. It's by the rookie who started his first game today. That's nice to see. Passes defended. Nice job there. Interceptions were both users. Both user picks. Rudy Ford, I was controlling. One of them was intended. The other one was just kind of stupid luck, as we saw. Pretty happy about that. They had 1 interception by their defensive tackle, who just dominated us today. Also had 3 sacks. Like, if he's not Defensive Player of the Week, I'm not sure who will be. And passes broken up there. The sacks again were just sick, just completely stupid, not able to stop anything. Ayuk 77 on 7 catches. Everything else was kind of quiet. Tight end had a nice game. DeAndre Hopkins just 2 catches. He got hurt. So we'll take the win. Woody, what did you want to see? Just kind of like team stats, player stats? Give me a little feedback if you're still out there. I like the new Lions jerseys. I actually still probably liked more of what the community came up with, like in some of their creations. I wish they would have kind of gone back to more of like just the solid logo, like just that matte. I don't want to call it 2D, but like you know what I mean. It doesn't have like all the extra lines and stuff like on the Lion mane. But I don't know. I'm old school. I mean, that's when I started watching the Lions. It's like with Barry Sanders and. But I did order. I ordered an Amon-Ra St. Brown. I went with the white one just because I don't live in Detroit anymore, so I feel like I'd probably wear the away jersey to a game more likely than the home jersey if they come out to California again or something like that. So, but yeah, I like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and look at stats. Let me save this here. So I always do two things. I save a backup, and then I save my original file because you'll do some manipulating with your actual file using what's called the Madden franchise tool, and that's where you'll use it to like you'll just run your franchise through it and it'll fix like the IR, it'll fix player positions, depth charts, things like that. And yeah, so anyway, just kind of explain why I'm doing that. It has not fixed the terrible media questions, unfortunately, but who really cares? All right, so player stats, we can just go ahead and take a look here. This is where Kyler Murray currently sits. He's playing every game, no restarts or anything like that. Just under 2,000 yards so far, 95 rating. If we kind of look, he was really bad for me in my first year. I was still kind of getting used to the playbook. I mean, he got hurt. I mean, he was not good. It was his worst year by far. You could say arguably this is his, maybe his second best year of his career after the 2021 season. And his completion percentage is still a little bit too low. Some of that's just getting hit. He's been sacked a lot. I mean, just too many. He's like getting up to like rookie year number of sacks right now. But 246 a game is not quite a career high. Again, he had that really great 2021. Did he win the MVP that year? That's a really nice season. Rushing for him, just to kind of give you an idea. We ran a lot more last year, or I should say just bigger runs. A couple touchdowns this year. But you can see pretty in line with his real life numbers. So again, does a pretty good job there. I don't think he's had any catches. I was just curious if he did. All right, so let's go to Tannehill completed his second pass of the year. Rushing the ball, Le'Veon Moss, the 4th round draft pick. He's got 515 yards through 8 games, so on pace for a 1,000-yard season. Getting a lot of carries, probably a little too many. Madison, who we signed, I thought he'd be at least he's just kind of fallen off for us. He's had a one nice game that I remember. He had a really, really like key game. He was probably like MVP of that game. If we go and see this season, it'll stand out here. Maybe it was this one. He had 8 carries for 74 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, just super, super important 3-point win. But he's been kind of quiet, hasn't really been used a whole lot. Probably a signing that we didn't need to make. We didn't expect to get 2 really good rookies. So Devin Neal, 8 carries, 75 yards. So he's a guy who can definitely. I mean, we won't need Madison next year. I think he's under contract, but we'll probably just get rid of him and just roll with Neal, Moss, and even Lloyd, who I really liked. He had a pretty good rookie year last year. This is Marshawn Lloyd out of USC, who got drafted last night. We got him in the 5th round, so a little later than he went in real life. And he had a really nice season. I mean, he didn't play a ton, but 55 carries, 239 yards. I mean, that's pretty solid. But it's dropped off tremendously. He's been kind of bumped down the depth chart here, so we are pretty good at running back. Definitely got some options. Receiving, Malik Neighbors, again, just continues to be just awesome. 40 catches through 8 games. So he's on pace for, 80, 90 catches or so. I think he's missed 1 game, maybe 2. I don't remember. I know Keyes Watkins missed a couple games. He's just kind of our deep threat. If it pops, we let it rip. Studevant, quietly just having a rookie year, but being a superstar, that'll be exciting. McBride's probably dropped off a little bit just because we just have these options ahead of him. We have, just 4 guys I totally trust. I do wish I had a bit more of a receiving running back. Moss isn't great at it, but he's done okay. Thornton filled in on the 2 games that Watkins was out. They're very, very similar players, just kind of run it deep and fast. And he has 2 catches for 127 yards, so just filling his role admirably. And then again, just kind of spreading it around different backups and so on. So nothing too crazy to report there. The blocking is just annoying. We continue to have huge problems at right tackle. If you look at sacks, I mean, this guy's a backup, and he's just been getting worked filling in. I guess actually it hasn't been too bad. Well, it has been bad. We've been sacked probably. It's got to be like close to the NFL lead at this point. Still don't know if these are even being tracked fully, but Zaven Collins continues to be our best defensive end. But you can see it's pretty bleak after that. Ujulari is actually coming off the bench this year because we signed, who is he? Okornakwa, or however you say his name. But he hasn't done anything. He's been starting, and our defense is okay, but I mean, you can make the argument there, like, what's this guy doing? Rudy Ford, 2 picks last game, puts him in the team lead. So, yeah, I'll check the chat to see if there's anything else in particular you wanted to see with the league stats or anything like that. I am going to see if we lead the league in sacked, number of times sacked. It's got to be pretty close. And speaking of something, I mean, Madden's got to up their stat game. Like the fact that I can't check and see, well, how many team sacks do I have against? Like, why can't I see that? I can see how many times we've sacked the quarterback in the team stats area, which needs massive updating. And like here I can search by individuals, but this isn't necessarily how many times we've been sacked, right? Because it could be backups and things like this. But we do lead by quite a bit, which is really, really frustrating. We just can't afford it. It's playing Russian roulette. If you saw the earlier episodes of this, like this dude's got an 81 injury rating. That's terrible in Madden. Like I wouldn't even sign this guy as a free agent if I wasn't stuck with him contractually. He's really good. He's fun to play with, but like I'm just shocked that he has stayed healthy so far this year, and we'll see. It's probably not going to last. It's probably going to be a situation where Bo Nix, by the way, probably a situation where we'll be right before the playoffs and he's going to get hurt or something like this. And so Cam Ward, by the way, really good quarterback for the Rams. He's actually had a pretty good career so far. Matthew Stafford's sitting as a free agent in 2025. We tried to sign him, just didn't have any money. Just showing you some other quarterbacks. Russell Wilson still with Broncos. Quinn Ewers was like, I think the 4th pick this year's draft maybe, or 5th, something like that. Yeah, 4th pick. Top quarterback taken out of Texas there. What other quarterbacks? Caleb Williams. Look at his career so far. Bears are undefeated. They're the only undefeated team in 2025. His rookie year was really, really good. Even better this year. So he has done a pretty good job. Just the 57 rushes, because Madden still has kind of a broken sim engine when it comes to QB rushing stats. For instance, if we just kind of sort here, let's sort by yardage. And again, why can't I filter this, Madden? Why can't I filter and just show quarterbacks? Instead, I have to go this way. And so Jalen Hurts actually leads, and that's all simulated games. I don't believe we played them. 319 yards. Bryce Young. Okay, so I mean they're getting rushing yards, so that's good. Like I'm not first. We're actually 4th. JJ McCarthy, by the way, with the Giants. Normal dev, so he hasn't really quite caught on. Yeah, he's not actually playing very well. Looking like a bust for him. I think JJ McCarthy would be really good though in the pros. I forgot to mention him earlier. I like him, I like Bo Nix, and I like Jaden Daniels. I mean, I think those are the 3 quarterbacks I think will be most successful. Again, not scrutinizing their situations too much. That would be kind of like Mike Lowe's take pre-draft. A lot can change, obviously, when you put them into their situations. But, yeah, I think they'll be okay. So, yeah, Woody, no problem. Yeah, looking all right. And, yeah, I'm going to get back. I'm going to watch the draft. I'm going to be doing some MLB The Show later, guys. So be sure to check that out. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Give the video or videos a like. I'm on Twitter at MikeLowe47. But, yeah, I think that about takes care of the streaming for now. I'm going to go watch more of the draft, as I mentioned, and then I'll be back.